Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing another full face of first impressions. My literal drawer of first impression stuff was basically overflowing and I realized I had to do another one. So I've got, I think, an entire face of affordable makeup. The reason why I'm talking to you guys with nothing on is because I'm going to start. I'm going to try a new sponge today too. So I am trying out, these are the Sonia Kashuk Makeup Blender Assortment, 2 full size, 3 mini. Now I have to say something. My regular beauty blender is the size of the small one. This dude down here is gigantic. Like, this dude is ridiculously gigantic. I haven't even opened it. I don't have nails. I haven't sat down and filmed in a while, it feels like. I think it's been about a week since I've filmed anything because I pre-filmed the heck out of everything a week back. Come on. Yeah, this dude is gigantic. Holy freaking crap. This thing is bigger than my nose. I'm gonna try this guy just because he's kind of beauty blender shaped when you look at him, but it's actually slanted. He's actually got an entire flat, here we go, flat edge to him. I am gonna try out, however, this. This is the Ulta Beauty Full Coverage Liquid Concealer. It is waterproof. Okay. Also, we're gonna have to forgive my bun. These pieces are not long enough to, you know, stay folded, so. That's such a satisfying sound. That might be too dark. Yeah, that's way too dark. Okay, well, we're gonna have to try it anyway, aren't we? I do also have a new setting powder, and it's holographic, guys. Okay, I get why people want everything to be holographic nowadays, but I only buy these for the kicks. This is the NYX Holographic Halo Finishing Powder. This one is in the shade, because there are shades, this is in the shade Mermazing. I just really appreciate the French translation on all the NYX products. So this in French is called the Exceptional Siren. Okay, I am an exceptional siren, okay? I'm going to buff out my concealer using this dude. This is actually a Sigma Precision Flat P80 brush. Do I have a mirror in this palette? I do not think I do. Moment of truth on this concealer. It's supposed to be full coverage, so ugh, that does not smell good. Oh, that is so dark. Here's the thing about doing this. On camera, it doesn't look dark, but I can promise you. Okay, that smell has to be this. It smells like, ugh, not good is what it smells like. Let me zoom in, I'm an idiot. Okay, now you guys can see this is way too dark. Hi, Addie. This is way, way too dark. Okay, I'm very concerned for my face. Especially since this is supposed to be the shade Cool Light. I'm very afraid right now. I didn't have a new brow product to try out, so my brows were already done from work today, so I just didn't do the rest of my makeup today, so I only did my brows. Don't have a valid reason for that, but that's what happened. It's definitely not full coverage. It's giving me some pretty good coverage. Is it full coverage? No. I can still see some veins coming through. And this is also definitely a matte finish, as you can see. I bet this is just them trying to, you know, be like Shape Tape. Now, I'm going to take this BH Cosmetics 140 brush and I'm going to dip it into the holographic powder to set my eyes. That was a mistake. Oh, fudge. Okay, why is it not registering on camera? Guys, this is legit a duochrome. It's purple. But I feel like it's not picking up on camera quite right. But that happened. now let's play with the Juvia's Place palette, shall we? I think I'm gonna start by going in with the shade. I'm going to go in on a, now I need something a little bit, not quite so densely packed. You'll work. I'm gonna go in with this Luxie 205 tapered blending brush. I'm just gonna pick up the tiniest bit because I need to make this work as a transition shade. Oh, this is like mustard yellow. I never really use mustardy colors. Okay, I'm hoping this really doesn't screw with the palette too much. But of course, in my luck, probably will. This definitely is not as pigmented as I thought it was gonna be. I feel like Juvia's Place palettes are typically very, very pigmented, and I had to be very, very careful with how much product I pick up. But not with this one, not quite so much. I'm gonna keep this brush off to the side as my kind of blendy brush. And now I'm gonna go in with this Morphe E22, and I'm gonna go on the shade, okay, Manwu. I work in a travel agency and I can't pronounce this. It bothers me on so many levels, you guys. You have no idea. And I'm just going to kind of add it into the yellow that I put down. Right on top of it. Oh, that's actually really pretty. So I'm really liking how the setting powder is looking on my brow bone though, now that I've kind of covered up my lid a little bit better. Okay, now I'm going to take the tiniest freaking bit of the shade Ofala. I'm gonna pop the mirror out of this palette. I am hitting this brush so hard. There's so much excess flying off this still, okay. And to be honest, it's coming up extremely pink. Placing this basically on the top edge going up into my crease there. The trick with very pigmented, colorful eyeshadows, guys, is seriously to just work a little bit at a time. That's the best way of doing it. I would definitely say that this is a warmer toned palette. The blue makes you think it should be cool, but there's just so many pinks and reds. Definitely warm toned. Look at my eyes. I am a freaking orange sunset. That's what I am. I'm going to go in with the shade Izava. And I'm going to go in on this dude. This is the Sigma flat angled P88. Just going to, actually, do I have a smaller, I have a smaller version. I was gonna say, I want something a little bit smaller than that. That one's really big. So instead I'm gonna go with this Morphe M516 and pick that shade up. Why is that so pink? It's legit like a deep burgundy. I mean, don't get me wrong, it looks pretty as a pink, but I was expecting more of a red. Okay. I don't know what I had thought I was gonna do. No clue whatsoever. I'm gonna go in with this Sephora smudge brush. I'm gonna go into the shade Odogwu, pick up a lot of it, and I'm going to just start actually, instead of the shader brush, I'm just going to use my pinky finger because I'm kind of liking it as this wash. Just, it's different. That's what it is. It's different. Now I'm going to go back in with the Sephora shader brush again, just to get a little bit more precise on the inner portion right there. This is reading extremely orange on camera. I don't know how better to describe this right now, but it looks orange. That is, I think, to be honest, it's just that straight up Ofala shade that is just like taken over the whole eye look. So you know what I'm gonna do really quickly? Just go back in with my mustard yellow shade. I'm not gonna tap off that much excess this time. And I'm gonna try and de-orangify. Because here's the thing, in person it looks more pink, but on camera it's reading very orange, corally orange, you know? I'm gonna go with my Maybelline Master Prime. This is a primer that I know how it works. I like the original one of these, but I told myself I wasn't gonna buy it until I used this guy up, so, you know. While I give that a chance to settle into my skin a little bit, I'm going to prep my lips. This I got in a BoxyCharm? FabFitFun box? I don't know, something like that. This is the Seraphine, I'm assuming that's how you say it, or it could be Seraphine Botanicals Sugar and Lemon Moisturizing Lip Buffer. Okay. Okay. I don't hate how it smells. Kind of smells like kitchen cleaner, like that lemony, you know, like Pledge. Yes, it exfoliated my lips, but I prefer a more intense exfoliation, and that just wasn't giving it to me. Okay, I've got some really bad pores going on, so I'm just gonna go with a little bit of my Tarte Clean Slate Poreless Primer. Talked about this in my February favorites. Foundation I am trying out today is the ULTA Demi Matte Foundation. This is in the shade Classic Ivory. This is a lightweight cream gel formula that absorbs oil and prevents shine. Light diffusing pigments help to diminish the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. Okay. Oh good, it's a pump. I was actually afraid this was gonna be a legit squeezy tube. I really hope I like this because I feel like I don't have a Holy Grail drugstore foundation, you know? I'm hoping and praying right here, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little bit on my finger. The color looks a little bit yellow. I mean, I suppose it could be worse. I mean, suppose, I know it could be worse. What? I'm going to go in with the Sonia Kashuk sponge the set. I don't know if you can buy each of these individually. I know, dude. The sponge does kind of have like a chemical-y-ish kind of smell. Like a plasticky smell. It's definitely not super squishy like the sponge itself. It's definitely a little bit firmer. I mean, this definitely expanded, like ridiculously expanded. It used to be about, you know, like this big, and now it's like that big. But you know, not the end of the world. I would say it's definitely light medium coverage. So as you can see, the redness in the center of my cheek is definitely still coming through. You can still see all of my moles. They are not zits, they are moles. And now I'm gonna go in with this Morphe M439 brush. I'm going to just, you know, stipple it. Now I'm not hating this side as much anymore. I don't know, I'm gonna have to look close up in a mirror in a minute. Well, I can definitely say one thing, the sponge didn't absorb that much product. I mean, it absorbed a tiny bit, but if we're gonna be honest, every sponge does. Some do more than others. This one wasn't that bad in absorption. I mean, there's a tiny bit on here, but it's like all on the surface. Like if I squeeze really hard, it all just comes right out. So it's not really like retaining the product, you know? I feel like I am not explaining that right, am I? So I was worried about the shade being a little too yellow, but my neck is so yellow right now that this is kind of inadvertently working. Okay, let me, oh, this is covered in nothing. I feel like there are just straight up patches in my face where it didn't even apply the foundation. Here, for example, I thought it just wasn't building based on my viewfinder. It's clean, okay, I have to yell in, okay. As you can see, like it didn't cling to anything. This just didn't cling, and it's not like it's a dry patch. This is a dry patch, which it definitely clung to. My chin, you said it, dude, it's bad. Here it's clinging, it's just randomly blotchy. Oh, my forehead, let's do my forehead. My forehead is also just, you know, kind of randomly clinging. I don't even know how to describe this. It's definitely clinging here. There's a whole blank patch right here. I just don't know how to describe it. What's the matter? Okay, I'm gonna go in with a couple more pumps of the foundation, which at this point I now have 4 pumps, including this, that's now 4. I'm gonna go in with this on the flat side now. I don't know if it's the sponge. I don't know if it's the foundation. No, it's the foundation. Okay. Because this is obviously building up now. So it just, yeah, very light medium coverage. Here's the problem now. If I try and blend it in, it just removes it. It's like the foundation won't adhere to my smoothing primer, which is not okay. That's now covered. I don't quite know how to explain what it keeps doing, but I think it's working okay now. That just wasn't the good side of the sponge. I had other new and affordable sponges I could have used. I just really wanted to crack open this set. I think the whole set of the 5 sponges from Sonia Kashuk is like 20 bucks, or not even 20 bucks, like 15. Just gonna take a little bit more. Try and build up with a brush. Straight up just stippling. I'm not even swiping in any way, shape, or form. Just straight up stippling. So we're gonna have to wait and see a little bit if it oxidizes at all. God, I hope it doesn't. Okay, because I know that this concealer is way too dark, especially paired with this foundation. I've got a different one, but it's not, you know, affordable, so I'm sorry. This is the Amazing Cosmetics Amazing Concealer Illuminate, and I'm in the shade Ivory. This is definitely gonna be light enough. That's more concealer than I ever put on my face. What the heck did I just do? I just decided to go like in with the concealer. I think I'm hoping that this will repair my foundation or something. I'm now going on with the pointed tip of the sponge. Spaghetti. It removed all the foundation on the tip of my nose, but the concealer is still there, so I'm okay with it. It's definitely a very luminous concealer. That's for freaking sure. I definitely like the finish of it. I do not like that it's already starting to crease on my upper lip. However, not creasing under my eyes yet. Okay. I'm not setting my under eyes with that holographic powder. No. I'm going to use Shock and Awe, the Too Faced Peach Perfect. I'm going to use it with this e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush. I'm only setting where I put this concealer because I'm going to use the holographic powder for the rest of my face. I'm going to really quickly do my lower lash line and then I'll be back. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why I never do my lower lash line. Oh my god. I wasn't going to put on false lashes today. I'm going to need some false lashes. I just really quickly on my lower lash line, just so y'all know what I did. I just took the mustard and the peach under my eyes. And I took a little bit of the gold shimmer, like on the inner portion. Let's do some mascara before I potentially do false lashes. If I do false lashes, I'm just gonna throw them on at the end. Depends on how this mascara goes. Today I am trying out the CoverGirl Peacock Flare Mascara. This is a very interestingly shaped bottle. We have a moment. Although, something I surprisingly do like, the top is actually got a rubber grip on it. So like if your fingers are slippery from doing your makeup or whatever, like, okay, so let me quickly zoom y'all in. So that's with mascara, without, it definitely makes a difference. Yep. It's really hard to do this without making everything really, really clumpy. Like, I'm having to go extremely slow. It's so hard to get into your outer corners and stuff. Like, jeez. Let's see if I can build it up. Well, the second coat definitely looks better. Okay, well, I don't entirely hate it. I'm gonna wait to do my lower lash line because I want the top to dry. So, my face is definitely feeling very glowy. This concealer though, something I noticed while I was doing my lower lash line. At first I thought I had fallout. It's not fallout. This concealer has straight up glitter in it. Do you see that? It's got legit glitter in there. Can you hear me? I'm kind of afraid to set my whole face with the holographic powder. Okay, I'm gonna do it using my Sigma Duo Fiber, my F50. Just gonna pick up a very tiny amount and just, oh, sweet Jesus. Why? You know, I see how this could be an awesome thing for like a costume tutorial, Halloween tutorial. For your everyday makeup, who wants this? Okay, I might have to just set my whole face because otherwise it's gonna look ridiculous. This is now the moment that I like go on to NYX's website and find out that this is actually meant to be a highlighter. But it says finishing powder. That's why it makes me think finishing powder, but I've highlighted. Okay, I'm looking purple. Woo, I have royally screwed this up. Okay, well, I did not pick the best combination of products here, guys. That's to say the least. Okay, let's try bronzing. Because at this point, why not? This is the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder. This is the lighter skin one. Please, dear Jesus, I just want one thing to look okay. I'm gonna go in with this Too Faced Mr. White brush. Perfect powder brush, sorry. I'm just going to pick up. I'm just hoping that maybe bronzing will hide this holographic powder a tiny bit. I don't know, I'm hoping. Oh, I feel like actually it's making me look sickly. The combination of the purple powder on my very, very pale skin combined with trying to bronze is now making me look very sickly. I like this bronzer though. I feel like I might have gone a little overboard with the bronzer, but I'm okay with that right now because my face needs to get balanced. I don't have a new blush. So, you know, I think I'm going on with this guy here, which is a Makeup Geek blush. Yes, in the shade Infatuation. Well, that was way more pigmented than I had intended, I promise. Okay. I feel like I'm looking very sickly and I don't like it. Like, it's almost like the blush and the bronzer are clinging weird. I don't know if it's the powder. I don't know if it's the foundation. But I can say this, the glitter in this concealer is getting a little out of control. Okay. I really picked a group of winners today, guys. Okay, we're gonna go with the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighter. We're gonna go with this dude. Why not? I'm gonna take the Morphe R36. Whoa. Hello? Hello? Okay, wow, okay. That's a little too much for me. Like, holy crap. This entire makeup look is a freaking train wreck. Hold on, I need to tone this highlight down. Okay, I'm going to really quickly do my lower mascara and then I'll be back to, and put on a lip color and then I'll be back to set my face. I'll be right back. Okay guys, so the longer this makeup is on, the worse it looks. I think that holographic powder legit like effed up everything. The eye makeup doesn't look bad, but I feel like what's now happened is that it all looks like it's one color on camera. And then for my lip combo, I did the Rimmel Lasting Finish Lip Liner in the shade Natural with ColourPop Glossy Lip in Fairy Floss. I will say one thing though, the foundation is not oxidized. But I'm trying out today the Wet n Wild Natural Finish Setting Spray. Oh. Ew. Oh, okay, my lid is legit cracked. It's not the dials, it's actually cracked. And it's almost like an oil got all over this. But there's nothing in my drawer that's an actual oil, you know? So this had to have been at Ulta. It smells awful. That smells definitely the spray. I didn't even have my mouth open and it tastes awful. It's like making my throat burn. What's in this? I do not feel good. I think I'm allergic to this spray. I'm having a very hard time breathing right now. I have plant-based allergies, which makes perfumes a little bit difficult for me to wear. Oh God, where's my EpiPen? I feel like that should be like 5 feet away from me right now. See, this side of my face, I don't look bad. This side of my face, you still think it looks bad? Right now, the losing products for me are both concealers. Both of these concealers are fails for me. The NYX Halo finishing powder, no, this is a no-no. I might use this to like set liquid highlights or cream highlights. I'll have to try it for that in the future, but as a face setting powder, this is probably better suited for a Halloween look. And setting spray is a fuck no. This is actually gonna go straight into my disappointing bin. Like, this is just bad. The Wet n Wild highlight palette, I'm actually very impressed with. The Essence bronzer, I like this. This was actually very nice. I think the foundation or the setting powder, whatever I'm wearing it with today, is not doing it justice. But this did blend very nice. It's a nice color. Let me just, the Peacock Flare Mascara, I don't entirely hate. I think the wand's a little wonky. The ULTA foundation, I'm gonna have to try a different primer and obviously with a different setting powder. This was not a good setting powder for it. The setting powder just effed everything up royally. But right now I'm gonna give this guy in the middle. I don't hate it. The color is a little more yellow than I would like, but it's not a bad formula. And then the lip scrub, I'm gonna have to keep trying him. He's just not as intense as my usual go-to favorite one, but this one's not bad, so I'll just have to keep playing with it and let you guys know in a future video. The Juvia's Place palette, I like it. My only complaint is I was expecting this to be a very nice deep dark red and it came out pink. I'll have to play around with this a little more. Obviously try out the blue, the dark shades, the white. But yeah, I'll let you guys know in future videos and stuff if I do more tutorials with it. If you want to see another tutorial with this palette, tell me down below. Be happy to try one out. I kind of like the orange. Looks really good with my blue eyes. But that is everything. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to hit the subscribe button down below if you're not already subscribed. And be sure to hit the notification bell so you know when I'm uploading videos. I upload videos Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I will see you in the next video. Bye! Atticus is a very chill dude. Yes, that is his paw on my shoulder.